Welcome to the fight of champions. In the blue corner, weighing a blue and grey scheme and weighing at 3 kilos 400 grams, their defending champion. It's Warhammer 40,000 Indomitus. In the red corner, weighing an all-black scheme and weighing at 4 kilos 200 grams is the newcomer, the challenger, Horus Heresy, Age of Darkness. Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome back, guys, to another video. I'm the Painting Wookie, and we're gonna go through Horus Heresy, the Age of Darkness. In this review video, I'll be looking at the new the new Horus Heresy 2.0 that got released this past Saturday. I know I'm late, but you know, this is my take on it. I'm not just going to look at it and see what we get, but we're going to compare it to the last biggest release in comparison, not the Dominion, but the Indomitus box set. So let's get through it. So I got the Horus Heresy on pre-order from Marineville Models. It was around £144, and it retails through Games Workshop at around 180. So it's a 20% discount that they offer. I think they offer it in most of their kind of products, GW products, and they're really nice guys. It's next to Warmaster, my local FFG, so I could pick it up and everything, as you can see in the images. They got really nice minis. This is the third time they've moved shop, so I think from all the 3 shops they've been since I've been using them, this is probably the best because it's quite a lot of space. They've added a couple of gaming since I've been last there, so they had 2 right now, but now they've added a 3rd one or something like that. So yeah, if you need anything from hobby or miniatures, head over to their webpage and get a 20% discount. I'll leave the link down below, so yeah, go ahead and use it. As I said, I've kind of bought it for £144. In comparison, obviously, with the price hike and all that, the Indomitus was around 105 from them as well. I got Indomitus from them as well. It was £105. The Horus Heresy has been on the price hike, so you have to take that into account. But nonetheless, I mean, we can agree that they would be more or less in the same price bracket. Okay, I wanted to look at every aspect of this box set. The 2 box sets, the Indomitus and the Age of Darkness. So for that, I looked at also the dimensions of these 2 and compared them, see where the differences are and all sorts. For the Age of Darkness, we have a 44 width by 30 depth by 12.5 centimeters, and the total weight of it was 4,218 grams. In comparison, the Indomitus was the same width and depth, but it was only a 10 centimeter height, and the weight was much smaller. It weighed at 3,483 grams. So the only differences are really the height and the weight. The weight being around 800 grams less for the Indomitus, which is a bit weird because the book is bigger in the Indomitus and it had a bit more booklets, so and it supposedly have more miniatures than HH, but we'll go into depth with that now. Okay.
The galaxy burns. Warmaster Horus has betrayed the Emperor of mankind and plunged the Imperium into civil war. An age of darkness has descended upon the galaxy. Horus Luprical, Warmaster of the Emperor's armies, has turned against his gene father and sent the Imperium spiraling into bloody war. Of the 18 great Space Marine legions, finest of all humanity's soldier, fully half sided with the traitorous Warmaster, while the remainder stands staunchly loyal to the Emperor. It is a war of brother against brother, Space Marine against Space Marine, which has seen the might of the Imperium's vast armies turned upon itself in a cataclysm of fire and blood. Inside this box you will find everything you need to raise a mighty army in the name of the Emperor of mankind or the treacherous Warmaster Horus. So it's all about Warhammer the Horus Heresy, civil war between that kind of happened between Space Marines, brother against brother. Okay, so in the photo it depicts the Sons of Horus versus the Mighty Imperial Fists. And this is all you get here, is what you get. So let's go through the box content. So inside this box you will find everything you need to raise a mighty army in the name of the Emperor of Mankind, or the treacherous Warmaster Horus. So you get Warhammer the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness, a 336-page hardback rulebook, 2 rules reference sheets, 26 side dice and 1 scatter dice, templates, measuring sticks, and 1 transfer sheet. Compare that to the Warhammer 40,000, where you get a 368-page Warhammer core book, 24-page booklet, The Age of Silence, 20-page assembly guide, Space Marines transfer sheet. So booklets are more or less same thickness. I think obviously the Indomitus is thicker, but you get rules reference here, while in the Indomitus you don't. You don't get any kind of booklet that explains a bit of the history. It's all contained within that big massive book. I must say the Age of Silence, I think it's like a booklet with a mission pack, and it gives you a bit of a history of the Indomitus Crusade and stuff like that. I haven't read it because I haven't opened my Indomitus box yet. So if I'm wrong, leave comments in the section below and let me know. With this box, you do get the 26-sided dice. Did I read that? Yeah, 26-sided dice plus a scatter dice, templates, measuring sticks, and 1 transfer sheet. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they're more or less in contents-wise of kind of admin, let's call it, is more or less the same. Bear in mind that Indomitus wasn't a standalone game that you kind of just bought and played. What you could do force against it, but it was mainly kind of a flagship to for a release of the kind of lesser, smaller boxes. So Indomitus is out of production, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this Horus Heresy, this box of the Age of Darkness, will be available to order, unlike kind of the Burning of Prosperous and the War of Carth or something like that, the previous box sets. Okay. In terms of miniatures, so I'm quite surprised, because the Indomitus box contains 61 Citadel miniatures, while this one has 54. So yeah, and both should give you 2 forces. I mean, one gives you the Necrons versus the Space Marine, and this is just Horus very Imperial Fist. Okay, so in terms of miniatures, you get the 2 Legion Praetors over here, 40 Tactical Marines in MK6 power armor. Okay, over here and over here and over here. Then 10 Cataphractii Terminators, which are these ones here, 1 Contemptor Dreadnought, and 1 Spartan Assault Tank. And I think this is not the one that you can get in GW. This is like a brand new one, I think, or some like a multi-pose one. But I think the kind of rest are monopose in terms of they're not multi-part kits. They just go in one way, or just very little ways to that they can go, I think. I'll know more when I start building them. Again, it's for two players, like in the Indomitus, and a playtime approximately 1 to 3 hours. Yeah, more or less. Yeah, and ages plus 12 plus. In terms of the kind of Citadel miniatures in the Indomitus, yes, you get 61, but they do count the 6 Canoptic Scarab Swarms as miniatures. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. In comparison, there's more variety in the Indomitus, because you get the Blade Guards, the Eradicators, Assault Intercessors, the Outriders, you get the Necronside Warriors, got the Trojan, stuff like that. Here, it feels a bit that you have there's going to be quite a bit of repetition. It doesn't seem like it from the photo, and I think I saw online, or someone said that it doesn't feel like that. Let's dive into the box, open it, and let's dive in and see all the plastic. Okay, wow. Whippy sticks. There's a reminiscence of when I first started. So when I first started the first box set, I got these. I've lost them since then, yes. Templates. Man, I haven't used templates in a long time. So these are blast templates, and these are for the fire templates. Nice hard plastic, okay, transparent, nice. Okay, what else do we have? So let's see. I can't remember how many sprues there are for the Space Marines. I think there's not that many sprues. They all come, I think there were like 6, 7, probably 10 sprues. Here you get quite a lot. Here they are the Terminators. Now that is nice. I don't own Cataphractus, so I was pretty chuffed that we were getting Cataphractus, and it seems that you have multiple options. So these are 2. I mean, yeah, I think because these build 5, so you can build. I mean, you do get the multi-part poses. I think, I don't know where I read it, but I thought they weren't multi-parts. But let's go move on to, oh look, the Praetors. I think, no, these go in one way. I think there'll probably be some options to change, to move the arms. I don't know. Yeah, probably. I don't know. You could convert it, but I don't know. This one is Heretic one. Nice. It got. I mean, why would they do this? I mean, why not put the whole cloak in one piece? Would make it easier to build. I'm a bit worried about these things because they'll leave quite a bit of gaps, but we'll see when we come to building it at some point in the far future. If you see this one, the cloak is just one single thing, which makes it easier to build. This is the Imperial one. I mean, they don't have any markings, by the way. None of them have markings. Okay. One sprue with three. Is it 3? I think it's 3 tactical marines. So that is 3 tactical marines there. Big keys. I'm going to replace these. I'm going to put the upgrade ones for the Dark Angel. So I'm going to be buying that. This I am not happy about. I heard about this. I think it was, I don't know if it was Vince Venturella or who was it? Ostolfi, Tell Painters. But yeah, I'm not happy about this. What this is saying is that they're like that because of the mold release, so it would be easier to remove. But why they did it for that and not these? Oh, I'm missing. Oh, I'm missing one. So already we got a breakage, but that's okay. It's just a shoulder pad. I've got millions of those. The new scales. If you go and watch Tales of Painted style, it will show you the different scales and the different scales. But I'm wondering, you probably could get away swapping the heads for normal old tactical marines. Repetition might not be repetition might not be having said that, look, some upgrade sprues. So these guys, so those must be kind of the base sprues, and then we have these ones here. So I'm not sure how many kind of sprues you get in the Indomitus, but we'll pop it down. This is the tank sprue, so the weapon sprue for the tank, and the rails, or the kind of main body sprues, the tracks. 21. Now, Contempt to Dreadnought sprue. Let's see the last one of the last one. Yeah, the last one of the tank. Shoulder pad. I've lost. So typical kind of GW thing. Look, we get a bit more, a few more tanks here. The Demius Patent Rhino, Kratos Heavy Assault, and Sicarian Battle Tank. Tartarus Terminators, which are quite nice as well. Oh, hefty book, which I'm gonna open in a minute. Our rules. Our guide to building. So I knew about this, so they're not that bad, but yeah, Fohammer was saying that there was a bit bad photocopy. I mean, not that bad. I mean, and then what we do have here, the final bits, some dices with a scattered eye, our bases, shitload of bases, Content to Brace. There we go. The missing shoulder pad, and the transfer sheet, which only has Imperial and Horus, Sons of Horus markings, which then obliges you to paint like that, or you just get some from Games Workshop. You know, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to paint them Imperial Fist. I might paint them Horus Heresy, I'm not sure, or maybe kind of Thousand Suns. I'm not sure. I probably won't do this, but anyway. What I'll do is I'll clear up and we'll take a look at the rulebook. Okay, see you in a bit. Quite a hefty one, thick book. You also get the reference sheet, which is quite important because it gives you target toughness versus weapon strength, or weapon strength versus target toughness, roll to wound and roll to hit. And because, so unlike Indomitus, this is based on 7th edition rules, and I kind of like that. I mean, I think, yeah, probably they've simplified it now with 9th edition, but yeah, I think there's mixed feelings. We get and collect them all. So the Horus Heresy Primax. I've only read Lionel Johnson book, so I want to read all of them. But yeah, it's a series of collections, obviously telling you the Siege of Terror and the Horus Heresy, and I want to be reading all of those. So quite good. Bit of advertising and their rule book. Okay, so let's open it. Wow. Okay, Imperium of Mankind, a little nice page there. Okay, let's see what it says here. Of all the conflicts that have beset this Imperium of Mankind, it is the rebellion of the Warmaster Horus, the Horus Heresy, which has left the greatest scars upon its fabric. Even now, centuries after its end, when few save ancient and chivalrous creatures such as myself remember the horror of those dark years, men speak of it with awe. For these were the last days of legend, when the Emperor and his sons, the mighty Primax, strode forth to war, when the dominion of mankind spread across our galaxy and none could challenge our might. The last days of a golden age, long since consigned to dust by the actions of one man. It is the curse of history that few care to remember, other than those fragments that exalt them. To relieve those glory days, endless while the present crumbles about them. From the final testament of Solemn Ray, Historiac of the Imperial Court, present to the High Lords of Terra, circa 98.M32. Nice quote. I mean, they do nice kind of books to be honest. So I'm not going to go through anything. You get your Old Earth, a bit of a. So let's see what you get. So you get Age of Dinosaur, Introduction to Age of Darkness, the Age of the Emperor, Imperium of Mankind, Legion of Astartes, Talents of the Emperor, the Solar Auxilia, and then you get the core rules, unit types, battlefield terrain, special rules, gaming in the Age of Darkness. Yeah, so I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to quickly just show you a bit of the book. Look, Imperium of Mankind. I thought so. Let's get one thing out of there. So this was 145 through Maravilla, as I said before. Link will be in the description. I think it's like 20% off, something like that, or 19, something like that. But yeah, I got it from Maravilla Models, which is my local FLGS. The nice guys. Talked to the guy there, and he was really nice to talk to and chat to. And they said that this is going to be kind of a thing of. It's not going to be a regular thing until it kind of picks up, but they will be able to order kind of special weapons and more things related to this, or will be part of Games Workshop rather than Forge World. So as I said, £144 compared to Indomitus, which I got from them from Marinville Models 2, I paid for that £108. Okay. So through GW this is 180. Through GW the Indomitus box was 150. Again, there has been a price change. So in prices, I think these two would be comparable. Okay, if Indomitus were to come out today, I think it would be around 180 to 200 pounds. Saying that, you get, if it's only on miniatures alone, then yes. Indomitus has more miniatures and therefore it's better price. But you have to consider a couple of things. Indomitus, yes, it had vehicles, but they were outriders. There wasn't any kind of big vehicles. This has a dreadnought and a land raider, which are pretty big things. Okay, then so, and again, take those two, that is still 52 miniatures. Okay, so I would say a tank is at least 6-7 minis. All right, so add another 5 to that, we're looking at 57. Probably add 3 for the dreadnought. It's kind of comparable. Okay, they're more or less comparable. The only problem is this was a bit more expensive because of the price increase. Okay, so yeah, that out of the way. In terms of gameplay, 7th edition, I wouldn't know. I haven't played it in years, and I'm just starting to learn 40k. I got this because I like the miniatures and I like kind of Warhammer. So I got the miniature. It mainly was to add to my Dark Angel force for the Land Raider and the Contemptor Dreadnought and the Cataphractic Terminators. Okay, so yeah, a bit disappointed they only give transfer sheets for Imperial Fist and Sons of Horus. In the Indomitus they gave you for quite a few Space Marine chapters. That is bad. I mean, because then it kind of gives the impression that you have to paint them one or the other. You have to paint half Horus, half Imperial Fist, and that's not the case. You can paint them any color you want, any kind of chapter legion you want. All right, but it means that you're going to have to spend a bit more money to get the transfer or get the upgrade kits, which is what I'm going to do. 40 tactical marines, they could have given a bit more variation. If it is, I know what they're trying to do is they've said, okay, it's a box for 2 players, so you can use half and half, but it also is a box for a single person that just wants to make an army. You could basically technically do an army, just a single legion out of these. I'm not going to do that. I've got loads of tactical marines that I can use in 40k and Horus Heresy as proxies, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to probably Terminators, Land Rider, and how you call it, and Dreadnought in my Legion, the first Legion, so the Dark Angels, and the rest, and probably some tactical marines as well. But the rest is going to be another chapter, and I still don't know. Obviously, just give comments. Just leave comments. Tell me what Legion I should pick these. Okay. Leave Legion. I'll probably post some point something in Instagram to see what Legions everybody decides. But yeah, again, they're going to expand the range, and I don't know how popular it will become. I don't know if it will become part of their main tournament and all that. Okay, so do I recommend it? No. If you're into 40k, why choose another gaming system? If it's just for the minis, just go for it. Just get the minis. Get the minis. Sell what you don't need. Okay. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you liked it. It will help the channel. It will help me, and I can create more content. Okay. If you don't like the video, tell me why you didn't like it. Leave a comment down below. Still press the like button if you don't like or the dislike. Okay. Well, I do care. But tell me if you press the dislike. Tell me why. Anyway, I'll leave it at there. Subscribe, like, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.